I disse dage rejser chefforhandler Tyrkiets EU-minister Egemen Bagis rundt i Europa og bejler til medlemslandene om optagelse. Han er optimist, men det er svært at se, hvad han har den i. Den franske præsident Sarkozy mener for eksempel, at det vil være døden for EU at få Tyrkiet ind, og tyske Angela Merkel foretrækker også et partnerskab frem for et egentligt medlemskab. Men tyrkerne, de giver sig ikke så let.
Siden det første håndslag på købmandskab i 1959 og indledelsen af optagelsesforhandlingerne med EU i 2004, har Tyrkiets bejlen til Europa taget fart. Og selvom tyrkerne har forsynet Istanbuls Bosporus, der deler øst og vest, med en bro i mere end en forstand, og selvom EU i en rapport fra 2010 erkender, at tyrkerne har gjort store fremskridt, så må de efter årtiers bejlen stadig vente. En venten, der har fået tyrkerne til at søge mod øst, som en del af en strategi, der skal gøre Tyrkiet til en regional storspiller.
Turkey is a bridge between east and west, and both of the legs of this bridge need to be strengthened.
Og mens premierminister Recep Erdogan fra det pro-europæiske parti AKP taler godt sammen med de arabiske lande, så er tålmodigheden med EU og ikke mindst Frankrig og Tyskland ved at briste.
Individual countries should now start to utter a date of accession for Turkey. This is a must.
Derfor rejser Tyrkiets EU-minister Egemen Bagis i disse dage rundt i EU og stiller spørgsmålet: hvornår bliver der plads til 72 millioner tyrkere i fællesskabet?
Ja, tidligere i dag talte jeg med Egemen Bagis, og jeg spurgte ham blandt andet om han selv synes, det virker som om EU gerne vil have Tyrkiet med.
That's what they say every time there's a council meeting, every time there's a decision about Turkey. Turkey's demands or Turkey's desires to become a member of EU are not new. Our first application goes back to 1959. For the last 51 years, EU has made us many promises on the way. When Turkey received a date to start the accession negotiations, when Turkey became a candidate, when Turkey opened each and every chapter, they were all based on unanimous decisions.
But when you see what Mrs. Merkel says, and especially what Mr. Sarkozy says, then there's not much reason to be an optimist, is there?
Well, they might say a few things here and there, but they're politicians. Rather than listening to what they say, I look at what they do. Every time I have a chapter for which the opening benchmarks have been met, they vote in favor of opening those chapters. Every time there's a chapter opening, it's based on a unanimous vote. So, as far as I'm concerned, Europe needs Turkey more than Turkey needs Europe. And if they're smart, they would speed the process because Turkey would come to the rescue.
Mr. Sarkozy says he's outright opposed to Turkish membership, and then you can negotiate about some chapters, important, non-important, but still you need a political wish of the EU to become a member.
When you walk into the Turkish embassy in Paris, you see the photographs of the Turkish ambassadors who have served there. Our first ambassador started in 1489. Since then, we have been having a relationship with Paris. Many kings and sultans and presidents have come and gone, but this relationship has stood. So one leader today might not be very fond of an idea, but he might change his views, or his people might change him. God knows. But Turkey's EU relationship is bigger than one individual, one country, one continent. This is an international peace project. After all, EU is the grandest peace project of the history of mankind, and it will not be complete without Turkey's involvement.
But what you're saying is that the EU needs Turkey more than Turkey needs the EU. But why then being so eager from Turkey to become a member? Because it doesn't really seem like the EU wants you to become a member.
Well, EU has said time and time again that it wants Turkey as a member.
Yeah, but progress is just being very, very slow.
Well, says who? According to the recent progress report, Turkey has made progress in all of the 33 chapters in the last 1 year.
But you closed one chapter in 5 years, and you have another 34 to go. 8 of them are blocked blankly.
Yes, but if I'm having progress in all of the chapters, despite these blocks, despite these political gains, that shows that this process is good for you. You see, I see EU as Turkey's dietitian. We all know we need to eat healthy and exercise regularly to lead a healthy life. But it might be more tempting to watch Deadline and eating ice cream at the same time on a soft couch than being on a treadmill.
But the thing is, with this pace, it's going to take you 175 years.
EU has rules and regulations which has helped 27 countries become more fit, more dynamic in the past, and now Turkey is becoming a more democratic, more transparent, more prosperous country with the EU reforms.
But the thing is, who's holding the cards here? It's not Turkey, really, because it's the EU who decides who is going to be a member.
Well, EU has decided that Turkey will start the negotiations. EU has decided for 13 times that Turkey will open more and more chapters, and eventually it will be EU who will decide that Turkey should become not only a member, but also one of the most important engines of Europe.
But how
because
long time
European
does this
economy,
take?
European workforce, European demands, European energy needs will require for Turkey to be a member. And a time will come when Europe will start lobbying in Turkey to convince Turks to vote in favor of EU membership.
But when do you think this will happen? Because if you close one chapter in 5 years, it's going to take you 175 years to reach the point of an accession.
Well, we're not going to wait that long, I can assure you of that. We have a national program which we are implementing, and that program envisages that Turkey would fulfill the EU acquis by the end of 2013. So as of January 1 of 2014, we would be eligible for full membership. And then it's a political decision.
Are you saying that at that point you will have closed all the acquis?
We will have made the necessary legislative changes and the constitutional changes to make sure Turkey is in line for full membership. And after that is the political process. The fact that the chapters are closed are not because of Turkey's choice. It's because some member country here or there has blocked those chapters. If there were no political blocks, Turkey would have opened 27 chapters by now, not 13.
But that is because there is a stumbling block, for instance, called Cyprus. Cyprus is a fully-fledged member of the EU, and there has always been a lot of problems between Greece and Turkey on behalf or relating to Cyprus. So, I mean, it's easy for you to say that, you know, we can just close the chapters, but, I mean, it takes two to tango.
It does take two to tango, and Turkey has proven that Turkey is ready to tango. Europe needs to tango, and Turkey is a good partner to tango with. Cyprus issue was not a prerequisite for membership of Cyprus. Why should it now be a prerequisite for membership of Turkey?
Because the EU decides so. And well, it is the EU that has the cards.
The EU has also decided on April 26 of 2004 that the isolation towards Northern Cyprus would come to an end. Well, where is the implementation of that decision? Of the 27 member countries, only one has direct trade with Northern Cyprus. Only one has free access to Northern Cyprus, and that is Southern Cyprus. So the Greek Cypriots can trade with North. They can actually travel to North, but they would not allow people from Denmark to do the same. That's a hypocrisy. So European Union member countries, the 26, should convince the 27th not to become a hindrance against their interests. Because the sooner Turkey becomes a member, the better for European economy, the better for European energy interests, the better for European workforce, the better for the integration process within Europe. More importantly, Turkey will be a very important partner to solve Europe's problems.
But anyway, by 2014 you'll be ready. We'll see then how long time the political framework will take in the EU. Thank you.
We will wait for that consensus to merge.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.